Georgia here and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I literally just woke up, hence my eyes are still very puffy. So for some of you guys who doesn't know, hi, my name is Georgia. I am a Filipino Chinese born and raised in Philippines. I live in Hong Kong and I'm currently here in Thailand. I'm actually moving around between Hong Kong and Thailand. So yeah, I do social media marketing, graphic design, content creation. So I do have work still, but I do work remotely for most of the time. And I wanted to show you guys how I manage to do my work while living in another place. How do I manage my time? And also, if you guys don't know, I also do powerlifting. So I still train on a daily basis and work on a daily basis while traveling. So that's what we're doing today. And first and foremost, it's currently 9:30 here in Thailand. We're gonna do breakfast. I'll show you guys what I eat for breakfast. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do is I am currently heating up some water for my coffee. While I'm doing that, we're gonna drink some water. When you guys wake up, first and foremost, don't forget to drink water, a whole big gulp. And I always like sleep with water next to me. Some people think it's odd, but that's just me. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I need to drink some water. One big gulp. So since our hot water is heating up already, we'll pour some of my coffee now. We have our coffee press. Where's my coffee? I have this coffee that one of my close friends Anne gave me. It's a hazelnut flavor. Wait, I lose the back. It's a hazelnut flavored coffee from Philippines. I do love this coffee. It really do taste like hazelnut. I do a big batch as well, because I do drink this coffee like throughout the day. So I do like probably 3 tablespoons of this coffee, and then throughout the day I just use it. And also I drink iced coffee, so I do have ice prepared already. I'll show you guys everything. So now this is it, and we don't have kettle here, so I heated some water straight off the pan. Let me do this. Just let it soak for a bit. Now we prepare the bread. You guys saw the breakfast. I have to create my morning concoction before I have my coffee, which is, if you guys been to my channel before and you watch my previous videos, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my Ghost pre-workout and my creatine, which we're gonna do now. If you watch my previous videos, you would see, I think it was a training video. I have a full stack of Ghost stuff and just a bunch of drinking stuff. I have intra, BCA, I have pre, I have po, like everything that you would need. Anyway, so we have the water. We'll pour it in my protein shaker, and of course some ice. Okay, some water. Oops, I poured too much. So for my morning concoction, I'm having Ghost Burn Ghost Burn kiwi strawberry flavor. So the burn has L-carnitine, so that is why I drink it in the morning. So it's kind of like a fat burner in a sense. Well, it is a fat burner, I would say. It does have caffeine as well, but only a little bit. I think it's only caffeine. Yeah, it has 150 milligrams of caffeine, natural caffeine. That's for 1 scoop. So I think some people take 2 scoops for 10 grams of serving, but they said do not exceed 2 scoops. So that goes. I tried other flavor before. I think I tried their Ghostbuster flavor, but it was too sour for me. And creatine, of course, do not skip. Honestly, I think if you're gonna start drinking creatine, I would suggest to just getting the pill form. Just because I realized that it's so hard to be drinking, to be making like concoction all the time. So for example, right, I'm doing it right now. I'm doing a concoction, by the way. I did 1.5 scoop of creatine. I'm doing creatine in a powder form, so I make my drink like this. But I need to drink my I want to drink my coffee as well in the morning, so that means like I kind of have like to see how I can accommodate those two things together. Unlike if you drink a pill form creatine, then make your coffee, drink your creatine pill form with your coffee. Hey guys, so we are now done with breakfast and we're currently in the office. So I wanted to give you guys some tips and suggestions throughout this video. There are 3 topics that I would want to focus on for this video. Number 1 is tips on how to stay productive while you're traveling and working. I know it's so easy to kind of like get lost in the sauce of like traveling and end up forgetting like, hey, you're actually remote working. So that would be the first section that I would be giving tips on. The second section would be time management strategies. So since I am traveling, I am remote working, and I'm also training for powerlifting, I wanted to share with you guys some of the time management strategies that I do that maybe could work for you guys as well. And for the last section that I'm giving tips on, you guys have to watch till the end of this video to hear about these tips. I will be sharing with you guys on finding remote work opportunities, like what you guys can do to find remote jobs, or what are the jobs that you can get to do remote work and how you can get them. So those are the 3 things that we'll be focusing on today's video. So for topic number 1, tips on how to stay productive while traveling and working remotely. Tip number 1, create a dedicated workspace. So every time I travel, or even like right now, I'll show you guys my workspace in the office. But whenever like I travel, for example, when I was in Singapore with the last video, I make sure that the table that was provided like in a hotel, like there's a side desk or whatever, like that's my office space. So I will already like lay out my laptop, my notebook and all that stuff. So I know that when I wake up in the morning, I go do my morning routine, have breakfast, come back, and I sit straight away on the work area, the workspace area. Tip number 2, set a routine. Whether you're traveling, whether you're at home, routine is very important, but most especially when you're traveling. So an example would be when I wake up in the morning, I have my breakfast, I make my coffee, and then after I eat my breakfast, I go straight to the office to work. Tip number 3, limit distractions. So because you are traveling or you're working remotely, it's so easy to get distracted by all the fun stuff, which is good because you're traveling, right? You want to do the fun stuff, but you're gonna finish like your remote work jobs first before you have fun. So make sure that you're very focused. So when you have your workspace, like make sure you're only focused on doing work on your workspace, because that's the whole purpose of having a workspace, right? And then one thing that I also do is I try to stay out of my phone. So I do social media job, but most of them I can do it on my laptop. So I try to stay away from my mobile phone because that would make me want to scroll on Instagram, TikTok. Like for example, because I manage social media accounts, sometimes I would get on my phone and do my work and then end up scrolling on my personal page after doing the work and eat up my time. So that's what we're trying not to do. So that is the 3 tips for the topic number 1. And now we are doing work. I have to do a couple of stuff, and then we'll get into the topic number 2 after my work hours, probably like right before lunch. So I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it is now 1 p.m. here in Thailand. It is now time for our topic number 2, which is time management strategies. Tip number 1 for our topic number 2 is prioritize tasks. So what I usually do is I have my notebook here, so you can use whatever notebook, like let's say if you're a planner person or you're just a regular notebook person. For me, like a regular undated notebook is what works well. So let's say I would put the date and I would put the tasks that I need to do, all of them, and list it out for work and also my personal like stuff. So for example, work stuff like with my clients, and then the personal is like YouTube video, TikTok or Instagram and all that stuff, right? So once I list it out, I would like write 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, like I prioritize them, which one I need to finish first and which ones can be on the last of the list. So this tip will help you guys like finish the tasks that you actually need to do. So for example, like with my clients, right, there are things that I need to finish end of day, or like it has to be finished by tomorrow. So those are the things that are on top of my list. So tip number 2 is use time blocks. So this is not for everybody, but I think this is something that helps a lot. I would set a timer on my phone. So for example, I am planning a grid for a client. I would set like 30 minutes to an hour time on my phone. So it means like within that time frame, like I should be able to finish it. And also that helps me not use my phone because the timer is ongoing. Okay, last tip for topic number 2 is set realistic goals. So there are tasks, like for example, if I'm editing a video, I know that for me personally, an hour is not enough to finish it. So I would set like probably like 2-hour time block, and then at least I'm not rushing. And if that 2 hour, if I finish it within an hour and 30, then that's fine. At least I have like 30 minutes to like put in some other work stuff or whatnot. So if you have a big project, or if you're working on a big project, break them into smaller tasks. And for example, like I have like a long video and I want to post it on Friday, and let's say today is Monday, I would break that task into smaller category, and then like let's say I'll have to finish this part of the category within this set amount of hours today, and then maybe later on I'll continue the other parts of the task. So those are my tips for our topic number 2. And I'm taking a little 15-minute break to make myself another cup of coffee and then get back to work. I'm still not hungry. I'm still quite full from breakfast, so I think we're not gonna eat until like 2 o'clock. We still have topic number 3, which is finding remote work opportunities, and that would be towards the end of this video. So if you want to know more about that, keep on watching. Hey guys, so it is now currently 5:45 and we just finished work. I am waiting for my YouTube Singapore video to upload, but we're about to get ready to go to the gym. And remember to stay tuned until the end of this video for the last topic of this video. Okay guys, so now we are getting ready to go to the gym. I do drink a pre-workout before I train. We have squats today, pin squats that is. Not a fan of it, but gotta do what you gotta do. So usually I use Ghost or C4. So I have C4 here. They're like my favorites. Also, one thing that I had to kind of adjust to here is training in a no AC facility. That has been a bit of a change because it's hot as hell. But aside from that, the gym is okay. It's not a powerlifting gym or a weightlifting gym. It's just your regular schmegular gym. They have a squat rack, they have all, I think there's more bodybuilder that goes there, so they have everything that is basic, but they don't have like the combo rack for powerlifting and all that stuff. But I have a membership here for a month and I am making use of this gym for a month, and we'll see if like at the end of the month if everything works with this gym, then I'll continue. If not, then we'll try to find the best one that fits our training. So it's here, and I'll drink this while we're on the way. I'll see you guys on the gym. Hey guys, so it is now 9 in the morning the next day. So we went to the gym, and then after gym we went home, had dinner, and then we ended up driving around. And then when I came back, I had to fix the Singapore video. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I'll put the card here. You guys should watch it. It's a pretty interesting video. But yeah, so I ended up having to fix that because I came home and I saw that it didn't upload. And then after that, after it got fixed, I was so tired I wasn't able to film my outro anymore. Okay, so for topic number 3, finding remote job opportunities. So let me share with you guys my experience first, and then from there, like, we can go through the tips and tricks that you guys can do. So I started working 2018 in Hong Kong, and I only started freelancing by 2022, end of 2022 or early 2023, around that year. When I left my full-time job, I networked a lot. You'll see me in every like events, whatever, like just trying to network. And honestly, it worked so well because I think 2 weeks after I left my 9-to-5 job, I found my first freelance client. So what do? So I do social media management, I do multimedia design, I do graphic design, I do branding. So those are the things that, if you look at it, doesn't really require physical presence like in office and all that stuff. So most of these are online. So I will be giving you guys 5 tips on finding remote work opportunities. Number 1, you can find jobs everywhere online. Upwork, Freelancer, LinkedIn, Fiverr, all those stuff you guys can find remote jobs. But for you guys to be qualified to actually do those jobs, you guys need to like create your portfolio first beforehand. So that's where creating a social media presence for your portfolio is important, which is tip number 2. Tip number 2, build a strong online presence or not even just online presence, just your portfolio in general. You have to build it in a way where when you apply online through Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, and all that places, they can see your credentials and like you're actually capable to do the job that they're asking you for. Tip number 3, network within your industry. So there are a lot of like AMAs, like digital events, that you can attend to, like let's say on LinkedIn, on X, like Twitter, even on Facebook sometimes. So whatever your niche is, whatever it is, the thing that you do, you can find like your community and network within that community. So within that community, maybe somebody needs your service, somebody knows somebody who, like there's always somebody who knows somebody, like trust me. That's how I started, and that's how I got my like first 4 clients. And honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like up until this day, I think most of our clients are recommendations. Most of our clients are referrals, and that's why you need to build a good portfolio, build good relationship with your previous clients, and network a lot, because nothing beats referrals and people's trust. Tip number 4, consider looking at remote job boards. So remote job boards are like WeWork job board. I put the name here, and then probably I'll put the links on the description below as well. So WeWork WeWork remotely solely posts anything remote job, like all remote jobs. I think they have more job listings than Fiverr, Freelancer, and Upwork does. So Fiverr, Freelancer, and Upwork, mostly those 3 are like business owners, like small businesses and all that stuff. But with We Work Remotely, most of them are like actually big companies that are looking for remote workers. So like let's say VA, designers, video editor, like all those stuff. We Work Remotely has all of those, but the clients that you will find there are like the bigger establishment. So I would say like for those, your portfolio has to be better. It has to be also broader. That's something that you should consider. Tip number 5, which is the last tip, is stay open to short-term contracts. So this is something that I had to learn later on. When I was just starting, I always needed security. So I was always like, no, I'm only taking a client if it's a long-term contract. I'm not doing a short-term contract and all that stuff. But that is not the right thing to do. I would say be open for short-term contracts, because through that short-term contracts, you might be able to network. You might be able to practice another skill, meet people. If your short-term client liked your work, they might extend into a longer contract, right? So the opportunities are endless. The possibilities are endless. So don't say no to short-term contracts. Take. But do not take projects that you don't believe in. Do not take projects that you're not happy to do, because you'll end up doing a bad job, and that would be a bad rep, and it means less referrals because you didn't have a good relationship with your client. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something. I will make sure to leave the links on the description below for the job listings and the other stuff, and I will also leave a short summary of all the topics that we discussed today and the tips that was included. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you guys can see more of me. See you guys on the next one.